So far, we've seen people moving into towns and setting up specialized trades. One of the things that is going to develop as a result of these specialized trades are guilds. Guilds provided help and protection for the people doing a certain kind of work, and they maintained high standards. They also controlled the hours of work and set prices. Guilds dealt with complaints from the public and punished members who cheated their customers. One of the reasons guild members were punished was because if one member cheated someone, it made every member of that specific guild look bad. Now, guilds are going to control the quality of products that are being sold. They also are going to look at controlling the hours in which a person could work. This may sound similar to something we have today called labor unions. Some of the differences between unions and guilds would be that guilds work to ensure the quality of a product by taking care of the individual. And unions have more of a focus on taking care of the individual and the rights of that individual within a particular organization. So this brings us to the next component of guilds, and that is specialization. There were various types of guilds. Two of the main kinds of guilds were merchant guilds and craft guilds. All craftspeople had their own guilds. Now, people within the guild paid dues, and those dues paid for construction of guild halls and guild fairs and festivals, and used the money to take care of members and their families who were sick and unable to work. Now, another difference between a guild and a labor union is that a guild was not easy to become part of. There were many steps to becoming a member of a guild, whereas a labor union only requires employment. In the High Middle Ages, a child at the age of 12 could become an apprentice. An apprentice's parents signed an agreement with a master of a trade. The master agreed to house, feed, and train the apprentice. Apprentices actually rarely got paid for their work. A child would work for their master for 7 years. At the end of that 7 years, the apprentice would make a masterpiece as a way of demonstrating their knowledge and skill regarding their trade. The guild would evaluate the masterpiece to determine if it was up to the standards that had been created by the guild. Now, if an apprentice's masterpiece was approved by the guild, the apprentice was given permission to set up their own shop. But this was very expensive, so most apprentices became journeymen. An interesting note about the word journeyman is that it doesn't have anything to do with journeys. It comes from the French word journée, which means day. So a journeyman was a craftsperson who found work by day, instead of becoming a master who employed other workers.